Hello, you beautiful internet you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and from time to time run away from dragons. As always, I am your host and ever-loving universe DM Dave, and these warriors of the dice beside me, well, they're my players. Guys, you already know what to do. Give us some love. Do it.
Okay.
What up?
Woo! Eclipses are stupid.
No!
All right, we're not continuing the eclipse debate. We've started. We just spent an hour on eclipse debates. Anyway, guys,
I would just like to say,
shut up, everybody shut up. Guys, thank you so much for the level 4 hype train. Nate, you don't have to shut up. Do your whistle thing.
Oh, yeah, I'll do this one. I also want to invite all the Eclipse cultists to go at noon. We know the plan. Execute the plan.
This eclipse is tearing us apart. Thank you so much, guys. First and foremost, let's get through a couple of them. McBluff, welcome back for 31 months, my dear. Thank you so much. Cross the streams for 3 new friends. Thank you very much, my friend. Cookie Mon Steve, welcome back, my friend. 2 months. You're a fresh one. I'm surprised that you're still around. Very good. Cross the streams, thank you so much. Tier 3 sub for 39 months. My God. Thank you so much, Cross. Appreciate you. And as well as the 300 biddies. Appreciate you. GF Powers coming with 200 more soft, simple, round biddies. Thank you very much. OG, welcome back for 18 months. McLover giving a tier 1 to Senhos. Thank you for the friends. Appreciate you, McLover. Bally coming back for 9 months. Stream babies, we love to see it. And Killer Koala, thank you so much for the 9 months as well. What we really need is a whole bunch of god damn it, stream Twitch baby names. That's what we need. I'm fucking losing it today. My God.
You're doing great.
I tried really hard. Did I miss anything? And McClever, thank you again for the tier 1 to Still Crooked. Appreciate you. Thank you. You beautiful, gorgeous Irish man. With that said, I'm going to turn it over to someone else on the cast to do announcements. I think it is Nate starting us off hot.
Shouting at me.
Oh, God. Hey, guys, what's up? I'm here to talk Patreon things again. You guys know we got a Patreon? It's pretty dang cool. We upload all kinds of behind-the-scenes content. We just did campaign diaries again, episode 7, I think we're up to. So always in the works, planning some new stuff. So just want to give a quick shout out to all y'all on there. You guys will see your names pop up during the stream, and also to our top dog B-Town, being the homie. Thanks for the support. B-Town coming in at the Fabled Orchid Warlock tier. So
damn,
thanks B-Town, we love you. Raina, what do you got?
Oh man, I have so many things, Nate.
Start from the top.
I only have one. No, actually, I have 2 things. Okay, we'll start with what? Thank you, Nate. You're the only one excited. Okay, listen. First thing is one of my favoriteest things. It's reading your comments. I need an intro song. Reading your comments.
Reading comments with Raina. We'll just hit you with a solid bass line while you do it from now on.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
This is awful. I hate this.
It's a stinger, not background.
Make a jingle,
music.
Bobby.
I can't.
Okay. The first comment from episode 7 that I would like to highlight is from Mod of the Year of 2023. Received this award. Dave, no!
What? Just keep reading. It's fine.
It's from our lovely Elvie. Elvie says, "Linguine killed me!" Exclamation mark. Well, Elvie.
God,
If
Elvie.
he killed you, how are you here?
Linguine's clearly using their account now that they've killed them.
True.
Won all of their social media accounts in battle.
Yeah. Okay, next comment is from Con.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the scene cheering up Keelan. I really enjoyed how Minnie, Al, and Berrick handled the situation in their own ways. Also, Rune closing her eyes just before hitting Berrick with guiding bolt was ... entertaining. # Veya never farts.
It's true.
We get to
Very
see it.
concise, well put together comment. My God.
Okay, we have another comment from Maggie184. My fave part is a tie between Al being bestie goals with Keelan and all the fortune cookie banter. To be honest, I hope one of the fortunes is just a misplaced note that says buy milk. And later on in the
Yes, I
adventure,
love that.
they get into a situation where they actually need milk.
Oof.
Me too, Maggie. Me too.
My dad must have got that one.
Okay. Okay. Next.
Jess got it. Jess got it. Yeah, she did.
I got it too. Okay.
I think I'm just the only one inappropriate enough to laugh.
Right.
Which is surprising in this group. Guys, come on.
I got it. I just didn't know if we were allowed to laugh.
Thank you so much for making me feel seen,
I'm
Jess.
holding
I
it
appreciate
apart.
it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
We love you.
Okay. All right. The next comment is from Cookiemon Steve. I enjoy rewatching the episode. I think I always pick up something new, probably because I'm too immersed the first time through or laughing and miss some little tidbit. My real question is, what trophy is Keelan going to get from this adventure to add to his newly improved bedroom area?
Mm.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Okay, and that's for comments today. But guess what? I have some even more exciting news. Oh,
Here's about the eclipse.
everyone. Okay, there's also an eclipse on April 8th. I'm really excited for it. It hasn't happened since the 70s. Make sure you're wearing protective eyewear. Careful Cantrip will not be held accountable for anybody stupid enough to look at an eclipse. Okay. So that being said, another announcement is kind of a sad news, but then a fun news. The sad news is there's no fireside chats tomorrow. Oh my God,
Aw.
Rachel, why? Well, guess what? It's Saturday at 2 p.m. EST because I'm having very special guests on the channel from Eldritch Podblast, who, by the way, I was a huge fan of their podcast. And then I just thought, I'll comment on their TikTok. And then I found out they were a fan of our show. And then we just fangirled over each other. And then I
Why?
said, oh, why? Well, you mean why are they a fan of us? I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you meant them at first. I was like, what the fuck, Dave?
I
Do
would
they know
never
you
insult
can't
a
spell
guest coming on
Cthulhu?
stream.
Yeah, they are great. They usually talk about D&D stuff on their podcast. They cover sort of like D&D Am I the Asshole stories from their own community. And they just generally talk about their lives, and they're awesome. And they are super sweet, and I can't wait to sit down with them, and I can't wait for you all to meet them. So hopefully see you on Saturday, 2 p.m. EST. And if you're watching this on YouTube right now and saying, Raina, it's Sunday, don't worry, it's going to be on YouTube. When? I don't know, but it will be up, so stay tuned. Okay, back to you, Dave.
Yeah,
Yes?
totally. Thanks
You're welcome.
so much for all of the things you do. Before we get started for the evening, just one last quick thank you to our lovely sponsors for the campaign. Great Grimoire, bunch of group of cool, awesome people, all of those things. Make awesome minis. This is not a good start for me having to talk for 3 hours.
But you
It's
look
a-
But Dave,
really
you don't have to, because Great Grimoire
Miserably
sells itself.
now.
They're so dang good with all their mini options.
So good.
are.
Yes, exclamation GG in chat. Thank you so much, LV. Appreciate you. And that's all I've got. That's it. All done. We're all good.
Yep.
All
we
right.
can-
See y'all next week.
All right, done. Wrap it up. Finish it off, everybody. And one last thing before we get started. Players, are you ready?
Hey!
Oh yeah!
And hey, trippers, are you ready?
Yeah, we're so ready. Please start it now.
God.
Without any further
I don't
ado,
like
then.
it either. Don't look at me.
Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode.
Oh, fuck.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, when we last left our heroes, 1 week had transpired, with our heroes having some time for a little bit of rest and contemplation. However, after a week had passed, our valiant heroes had grown restless and tired of the regular day-to-day life and decided to meet up at their usual meeting place, the Great Oak Tree. Veya and Minnie, making their way through the market, were stopped by the beautiful baker's wife, Marguerite, as there was some issues she was facing at home and was hoping to catch Veya in enough time to speak with her mother to assist in the strange occurrences. Rattling noises coming from their basement, misplaced objects, and of course they were willing to pay for any services, to which the two immediately jumped on. And as they made their way towards the Great Oak Tree, Veya and Minnie both were easily able to evade Berrick's failed attempt at an acorn attack and brought the good news to the group. But something was amiss. Keelan, where was he? Excited for their mission and curious where Keelan was, and feeling slightly off by Rune's fortune cookies, they set out to Keelan's home. There they found a sad and reflective Keelan who had taken some of Jack's words to heart and was thinking maybe he just wasn't cut out for the adventuring life. The group corralled around Keelan, with Minnie offering words of comfort, Veya giving some hard truths, and Rune offering a picture of everyone in what we now know as a pal triangle. Al even polished his goggles to make them look extra spiffy and valuable. And with Keelan's spirits freshly renewed and feeling hopeful once more, our heroes set off to their third mission. But not before Berrick pulled Keelan aside, sternly informing Keelan that he doesn't want to hear the talk because he doesn't have room for another person who's going to abandon him. Our heroes finally found their way towards the baker's house, the location of the mission. There they were introduced to none other than Linguine, who explained that his brother passed away, leaving him his home, to which he's been hearing the strange noises coming from the basement. Our heroes, of course, offered to investigate, with promises of baked goods, and they descended into the basement. Down under, they found a mysterious number of items: a valuable red coin, an egg and a saddle, a green pipe, and a keystone missing from it. While searching for the key, it was Berrick who noticed a gathering of bones that laid in the corner of the room, which, upon investigation, began to stir and animated into that of arid bone turtles. With that, a mighty battle commenced. And as typically, our heroes fought bravely, although Rune tried to trust her god a little bit too much and resulted in shooting her brother in the tuchus. And after discovering that all the bones of the turtles needed to be destroyed simultaneously in order to ensure that they did not reanimate, our heroes reigned victorious. And after the battle, the group decided to chastise Rune for her choices, in which Rune confided in Veya that she's been under a lot of pressure and struggling with her powers. Just then, Doggo Berrick discovered the key that they were searching for, and were left deciding if they should place the keystone in top of its holder. And so, our story continues. As you all find rest for a short while within the basement, you begin to feel a bit more rejuvenated post-fight. Well, not completely relieved and relaxed, you do feel a little bit better than you were before. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we have to make sure that this is all taken care of from top to bottom and nothing else can get in here. So we should probably see if we could get that open.
Veya, not for nothing, but if we're trying to stop stuff from getting in here, why would we all want to open something up?
Well, I mean,
maybe
got a
no
point,
other
because
way,
those things got in here somehow, so.
right?
But I mean, if we are going to stop them, we have to find out where they came from in the first place. Then, you know, I mean, we've searched this place top to bottom already and haven't found any other place that they could have come in. Even if we just open it up so we can check to see if there is, you know, like cracks and holes. I found the scratches by the pipe as well, you know, but it's as good a place as any to start.
Wait, there were scratches on the outside of the pipe?
I take her around to the side where I found the scratches and just sort of point at them.
I thought that maybe whatever was making the scratching sound was coming from inside the pipe trying to get out.
Well, we won't know unless we open it.
Okay. Can't be that bad.
Oh.
No, we did
After all,
a good
what's
job.
the worst that could happen?
Well, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Oh.
Well,
I'm 2
I'm not
days
going to be
from
held
retirement.
responsible, so somebody else take this. He just holds the key out.
All right, give it here. I'll take it.
It's a door, Keelan. It's your territory.
Yeah, I know. That's why I took it. And by the way, I'm still also cradling the egg in one hand this whole time. As Keelan walks over to the keystone with the mushroom-shaped stone that fits, he looks into it and he goes to like place it in almost like a door knocker. But then just as he's about to, he sort of says, "Actually, before I do, you know, are we sure? Yeah, just you know, I just want to be, you know, double sure that, you know, I'm not totally just getting these supernatural spoopy vibes off this ancient stone and this mushroom-shaped rock."
Keelan, it's fine. It's not real, whatever's in your head. Just put the key in.
Okay.
We also need to get that hat. I mean, technically our mission isn't done until that happens, and I know that Veya probably won't sleep unless, you know.
Hey, Keelan, I have been working on something. Maybe we could try it here. And Al's gonna kind of like, you see the same sort of energy work his way up his arms that he would use for a blast, but instead kind of like clones his arm. It sort of lifts off of itself. And you see he's casting Mage Hand. It's a cantrip. He's like, I was trying to get, you know, your knocking thing down. Maybe we could do it from a distance, but I don't know. Maybe the hand can kind of put the thing in the thing, and you can stand back here.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, this yeah, okay. You like, maybe together we could, you know. I mean, just that reassurance, I think, will help me out a lot.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that, and
Okay,
we'll ghost.
I grab one half of the keystone and another half of the keys, and just together we'll.
Al from a distance guiding the mage hand on top of yours as it grasps. Slow music.
And we're playing the song
Patrick
from
Swayze
Ghost.
nods in approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Right.
Who's Patrick Swayze?
Oh, Ghost?
Yeah.
No?
What?
Never seen Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
that made reference.
I'm talking to Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze was the ghost in Ghost, wasn't he?
What?
Yeah, so that's what he's doing.
Spoiler
Al's doing with the
alert.
mage hand. I'm gonna call it the Swayze hand from now on.
I love it.
Right.
By
Fair.
the power of Swayze.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe that's the magic.
By
Maybe that's the magic
power of
word you
Swayze.
use. Yeah.
definitely the name of the episode now.
All right.
Yeah, no, let's lay the key in there, Dag. We'll teamwork.
Done.
Yeah.
All right.
I
As
did
the
the
two
sound
of you tag team the keystone by way of magical, almost supernatural means. It finds its place in its receptacle before you hear a slight click. A moment later, you feel a little bit of rumbling coming from the ground as the once almost concrete-like top that had been situated directly on the opening of the pipe begins to spread apart, disappearing into the sides of the walls of the pipe altogether. Keelan, how close are you from the opening?
I'd say pretty close. I'd say I'm I'm definitely adjacent, and if I imagine the keystone as I have been, like with the indentation in the center, I'm probably leaning over the actual stone bit to reach it.
Okay. As you watch as the cover now separates and disappears into the sides, looking into the pipe itself, you see what can only be described as the movement of water, but emanating like a light.
I'm going to investigate the light.
Okay. As you look inside, you can clearly see whatever this pool or strange light construct seems to wiggle and wave. Seems to be the center of where this light is coming from.
Guys, there's glowy light type thing.
Like, is it alive or what?
I mean, I don't know if it's alive. I'm gonna touch it.
Yeah, touch it.
Just
I'm gonna reach over and touch it.
Should
Keelan
probably just
vanishes.
stick in. Oh.
Mistakes were made. Bye, Bobby.
Oh no.
Stick a
Well,
bone in there or something. Just see if...
are you not a little concerned that Keelan just disappeared?
Yeah, well, I
You're
am, but I'd
swimming
like to duplicate the process before we just, jump right in?
I'm sure
Right
he's fine.
there.
He's probably just in a parallel dimension. Minnie will go over and touch the light.
Okay.
Minnie vanishes.
Great.
I was just gonna look at Veya, be like, "I'll help duplicate the process," and he's just gonna go touch the light as well.
All right. One by one, you watch more of your friends vanish.
At this point, I'd like to tell everyone that I was talking to Dave about replacing my character, so I probably wouldn't have done that.
Oh yeah, cool.
Great. I'm glad we followed you in.
We go out together, Dag.
It's just a meat grinder.
I'll pull out my
It's how
sword
they
and
make
then
the
I'll walk
special sauce.
All right. Rune will. Oh wait, Berrick's there. Rune will say, "Come on, Bear," and she'll take his hand and pull him through.
All right.
Sorry, Poppy.
I go with them.
Rune and
Sorry,
Berrick,
someone was at my door.
as you make your way towards the pipe entrance, looking down and seeing this strange waving like substance directly in front of you. Rune reaches her hand in, and you both feel a very heavy pull. And that's the story of how our heroes died. Thank you so much for watching the campaign, guys. It's been a
Great.
blast. Who would have thought
Well,
that
Veya-
TPK would have
Veya
been that easy? Am I right? We did it,
Try to
guys. Well
string to
done.
ourselves.
Well
It-
done.
you
We
know.
did it.
At least we sent a very good message. Don't just go down in like the sewers and think you're gonna have an adventure, guys.
Right.
Heck of a
There's
PS.
nothing adventurous down there. I assure you.
What does it mean when we all have to use our backup characters now?
I didn't make a backup character. I didn't plan on dying
Randomized.
like that.
Well, I did.
Eric Crocker named
You
Scram.
see a lizard folk with a bad
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I actually have a plan for an armadillo paladin.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
As-
Eric Crocker named Scramp.
Oh, nice.
That sounds like a horrible, horrible character. I'm not going to lie.
Just imagine a small, big-headed, twitchy bird. Just
It's just Scrump wearing an Eric Crocker suit. Totally a bird. Don't
but
think
it's
about
just
it.
a chicken suit. It's just
As each of you feel this strange pull, you feel yourself being whisked through somewhere. Albeit difficult to see, you see splotches of green all around you. A few moments pass in this hectic movement before suddenly you take note directly below you a light begins to appear. And a few moments later, each of you feel yourself tumble to the ground, one after the other. No harm being done to you. But you find yourself in a very strange land. As you begin to look around, you look to be in the center of a forest. Albeit, the forest seems sickly, to say the least. Most of the leaves and branches now wilting. A number of vines hanging loosely from the branches and limbs. That all seem to give a sense like they're wet or sopping. As you continue to look around, you take note of a number of large, very large, huge even, mushrooms that stand throughout the center of the forest, off in the distance. What would you guys like to do?
Okay, this time let's all stick together and not just go around touching things.
Pan over to Berrick, who is already poking a small mushroom on the
I was
ground.
gonna
Sorry,
say.
are you-
And
Yeah.
Keelan, who has found a path and is just walking down it in a different direction.
No, everyone, come back right now.
Huh?
Don't touch that.
Keelan comes back with a mushroom in his
Later,
mouth.
we'll try eating.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
You're in a very strange land right now, and we don't know where we are or what's going on, and we can't just randomly touch things.
That sounds like so much fun, though.
Do we even know how to get back?
I'm
I
sure
was
we'll
about to
figure
say.
it out.
All I know is
the
their
pipe
basement is
still there,
huge.
like where we came out of.
The pipe is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, we're fucked then. Okay.
Yeah.
Thus the
Okay.
panic.
I'm sure the exit is just up one of these trees.
These kind of wet trees? What is on them? They're gross.
We're not trees, they're fungus.
Keelan, what do you? Does it taste good?
Could use some garlic butter.
Okay.
We should have had
no.
pie before we left.
I'm agreeing with Minnie on this one.
And he's still
But
on the pie.
hey, Veya's right. We do gotta find the way back. Yeah, I don't like being out of town for too long.
Yeah.
I'm sure the bar will be fine without you.
Yeah, the bar. Yeah, you're right, Rune. Yeah, thank you.
The bar? What about our families? How about we try to get back? Sorry, Al. I didn't mean like that wasn't important, but
Oh, yeah, no, Veya. You know, I've often seen all of you as my family, so I'm just happy that you guys are all safe and secure currently, at the moment.
Veya just shuts her mouth, embarrasses you. An absolute asshole with that statement.
Berrick will just walk up to the side of Al and be like, "Thanks, man." Just like slap him on the back.
and Keelan says, and Veya thought you couldn't beat her in a fight.
All fairness, she kind of beat herself up on this one.
Fair.
All right. Hey, Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to come give us a hand, see if we can figure out where we are?
Well, was the path that you were walking down the only path?
I mean, when I say a path, I don't mean like cobblestone or anything. It's just a way that didn't have mushrooms in it. Dave, was there the way I went? Does it continue onwards, or was it just like a thing in the woods?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I like perception checks.
Dave, while he's doing that, can I do a medicine check to see if the mushroom's affecting Keelan?
Certainly.
13.
He's gonna have diarrhea for sure.
13.
20.
With that, you do take note that there seems to be many paths as the forest seems relatively sparse where you are right now. However, as you kind of do a little bit of exploration down the path that you were just coming down, you do take note that underneath what seems to be a fresh carpeting of moss, there is cobblestone underneath.
Oh. Hey, would you all look at this?
Hmm.
Keelan will sort of like tear at it a little bit until it reveals the cobblestone pieces. It looks like at least there's someone here, you know, this place ain't as wild as, you know, we'd like to have originally thought. Looks like there is actually a path, like Minnie was saying, in the woods.
Let's follow that one.
That's what.
Somebody else did.
Yeah.
What color is it?
What color is the path?
Yeah.
It's just natural rocks that have been stained over time with dirt and mud and some of the surrounding moss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to read it. It's normal.
Yeah.
I
Full of
really
paycheck.
don't want a meta game,
Me either.
but I really want to scrub the
Minnie pulls out a sponge and scrubs.
I don't know about this. Okay.
Well, I think the most important bit when it comes to, you know, the intersection of a path in the forest is to know which way down the path you go. There's no tracks here. There's no signs of anything other than the mushrooms.
Right.
And I would say that if I were to go in a direction, I would go towards the setting sun.
Keelan.
I look up.
Keelan.
Yes.
Okay, think about this for just 1 second, okay?
Right.
When
What is it?
somebody makes a pathway, what is it for?
To walk on.
Okay, so let's do that.
Right, but
But
if
so we
it's-
don't get lost.
Yeah, but you know that, you know,
What?
a path is usually between two locations, right? And if you go one way, you get to one place, and if you go to the other way, you get to the other place. If we go towards the setting sun, the day is longer, giving us more travel time. In case it's further away. I pat her on the shoulder, and then I'm going to see if I can figure out which way the sun is. Try to talk to me like I don't know survival. Anyway,
Well, while this is happening,
a cookie
Rune is
saver.
going to be taking her cookies. What?
Yeah, go ask your cookies which way we should go.
Rune's ignoring everyone, and she's taking her cookies, and she's
Wait.
crunch.
Rune,
What?
Are
What?
you doing the cookie path?
Am I? I didn't hear. What about a cookie path? What?
Well, so we can find our way back. Leave
Yeah,
a trail.
I'm making cookie crumbs.
You're a genius.
I know. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's realized.
I feel really good about
Yes,
this,
thank you. I've
guys.
been saying that this whole time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen from leaving cookie crumbs out.
Yeah,
Dave,
so
I will say while they're conversing, I did roll a nat 20 on that medicine check.
A nat 20. Thankfully, as you kind of eye Keelan over, the mushroom didn't seem to have any effect.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it to myself, but yeah, okay.
I'm still skeptical.
Right? Yeah.
This whole time I'm like looking at a path and everyone's like, why is Keelan talking to that rock?
Is he gonna fall over dead? Why aren't his eyes bleeding?
Okay. But is there a sun was the poignant bit of my
As you look back up to the sky above, there's about 4 minutes where there's complete darkness.
Oh, no.
I would like to leave this campaign now. I put my resignation in this moment.
We have to do this on April 8th, by the way. Just saying.
As you look up to the sky, Keelan, you do take note that there seems to be a little bit of overcast that has now swarmed around the clouds, making it difficult to determine exactly where the sun is starting and where it will end. Albeit, actually, go ahead and give me a survival check for me.
That is a 12 on my survival check.
12. From your best estimates, the way the wind blows and where the warmth is coming from, you'd believe that north is the way you should be heading. Further down the path that you had already started to trot down.
Okay. I would say I think this is going to be our best bet. And then point down the northern way.
Okay, I'll leave cookie crumbs. I just need, that's part 1 of my plan. Part 2 is I need either a piggyback ride or a shoulder ride. Any volunteers?
Don't look at me. You
Yeah.
shot me in the head.
Why?
Yes.
Okay.
Minnie is immediately crushed. You take 32 points of damage.
Dang.
Wow.
Look, I'd offer, but I'm carrying the egg.
Right, that makes complete sense.
What do you
Okay.
need a ride for?
Well, it's all
what I
about the angle at which the cookie falls to the ground. That's super important for later.
You know, okay, fine. I'll trust
can't
you
you
on
do that?
this. I'm going to see this as a workout option. I would like to try to carry her. Shoulders.
Okay.
That way it centers the weight more instead of pulling me backwards.
So wait, hold on. Just to be clear,
Yes.
with your height and me
3
on
feet.
your shoulders, I
Yes.
don't actually gain any height by doing
No,
that.
you don't at all. You're going to be at the same height. But I don't see any of your tall friends recommending.
I know,
They're
it's
back.
rude, but
So-
okay.
You shot me in the butt.
True.
You can take what options you get, or you can walk on your own.
Okay, I appreciate this, Veya, and maybe Minnie, you could be a stabilizer too, just in case.
Sure. What's a stabilizer?
Somebody that makes sure that me or Veya doesn't fall over.
I'm not gonna fall over, but if I drop her, you should catch her.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
Meaning that Veya would prefer to drop her than fall. As soon as there's a hint of trouble, Veya's like,
All right,
Veya,
Rune,
as you bend down, allowing Rune to get on top of your shoulders, with Minnie kind of hovering around as a spotter.
Yes.
yeah, that's it. It's a spotter, yeah. You're
You all
good,
begin to
you're
make your
good.
way northward down the otherwise cobbled path.
I'm doing lunges.
Sorry, hidden cobbled path.
That's definitely not yellow.
Yeah.
Definitely not yellow.
Not yellow pathway.
Not at
Yes, Bobby, you have your hand raised. What can I do for you? Do you have a question?
Hi. I want to say that you look great. Also,
Aw.
you said it was overcasty.
It is. And by the way, you
Okay.
get advantage.
Thanks so much. So as we're walking,
all.
Wow.
can I just cast Druidcraft real quick to see what the weather will be like in this area for the next 24 hours?
Whoa! I didn't even know Druid
Just
Craft does that.
casually.
It can.
You just have Druidcraft.
Says
at
you
D&D
create a
University to be
tiny
weatherman?
It says you create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies. Yada 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 yada.
See, I knew I gave you advantage for a reason.
Yeah.
God,
I'm really good at D&D.
well played. Well played.
That's what we're playing.
I just roll like shit.
Fair, fair. As you cast your craft, a small bit of twine begins to emanate from the palm of your hand magically. It continues to grow and grow, splitting off into 2 directions, almost in a Y shape, as it hardens into a twig. As you pull it off, you hold the dowry out a little bit. Is that what they're called? Dowry?
Dowel? Like the dowel rods?
Yeah, is it dowel rods?
Yeah, or down rod or some shit. Yeah.
I think it's dowsing rod. Is it?
Dowsing rod.
Dowsing rod.
That's what
That's
it
the word
is,
I was
yeah.
looking for. Yeah.
Which is
And-
used to find water.
I know. I'm
I mean-
just trying to make it a little bit more magical. But you
appreciate
know what?
it,
I take
yeah.
your
I just want-
advantage back. Okay?
Well-
Your inspiration is gone now. You have
Just
my
That's fair.
inspiration.
That is fair. You're looking less and less attractive as you
Hey!
hurt me.
As I yell at you. As you utilize the dowsing rod, someone put it in chat, so I had to double check because I forgot what it was called already. You get the feeling of a little bit of moisture in the air due to the overcast, what seems to be a bit of a mist that hovers high above the ground. However, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any torrential downpours or anything along those lines.
Okay.
Veya, go ahead and make an investigation check at disadvantage for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a waste of a nat 20.
Okay.
The second one is a 6.
A 6. Okay.
I wasted a nat 20 and I got a 6 instead. Thank you.
All right. In that case, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I will be prepared to throw Rune off if need
Wow.
And I'll give this one to you at advantage because you do have a spotter.
be. That's true.
Nice.
I can imagine she's just holding Veya's tail.
Like a veil.
Winging it back
Oh
and
yeah,
forth.
almost like a bride's train. Like just
Okay. Let's see. Okay, well, the low one is not great. Let's roll again. It's also not great. It's a 7.
A 7. All right. If that's the case, you begin to make your way down the trail, still slightly covered in moss, and with Rune on your shoulders, constantly bouncing around, throwing cookies at strange angles. Minnie hovering around you in this orbiting fashion. It's very off-putting. However, you do take note of just at the last second, as your foot steps on top of a piece of covered moss, causing you to slip and tumble as Rune falls directly behind you.
Oh, I would like to try and take out as many people with me. Minnie,
Oh, no.
Veya, Al, anyone who's nearby. Yeah, she'll just reach out and try to take
This isn't
everyone down.
bowling right now.
How many can I get?
I don't even know what to have. Make a bowling check. I don't know.
All right. All right, I'll use Dag's dice because they're cursed. So.
Yeah, you're guaranteed to hurt yourself.
Yeah,
Right.
roll that and I don't know, add your dex modifier to it.
Add your bowling
That's-
modifier.
That's the new bowling rule, guys.
All right. So, my bowling check is. Wait, where's my dex?
Are you an experienced bowler?
Just picture there's somebody following along trying to learn how to play D&D, and they're like, bowling check? What the fuck?
That's not on the character sheet at all.
Honey, I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
This must be that 5.5 everyone's talking about.
It's a 9.
9.
Yeah.
While you try and flail out, causing as much damage and destruction as possible. Unfortunately, Minnie is just too quick and nimble as she moves out of the way. You fall flat on your back, taking 2 points of damage as the wind is knocked out of you.
Water. Minnie's like, whoa, watch it.
You were the spotter, Minnie. What are you doing? You're not supposed to jump out of the way. You're supposed to catch me.
I'm sorry, but
You're
you
not.
look happy.
and then Eric will like walk by Rune on the ground and just start snapping at her face.
Here, let me help you up. Veya will offer a hand.
Thanks, Veya. And Rune will take Veya's hand.
Don't
You
ruin
gonna-
this moment.
What? I was just thanking you. Why are you being so sour? We just had such a nice
It
moment.
just fell down. God, my knee, that hurt.
But Veya, we got back up together.
Are you going to turn everything into a life lesson?
Maybe.
Oh.
That's kind of what life is, isn't it?
The great druidic priest Chumbawamba dictates, if life gets you down, you get back up again.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do now. I don't know if I should jump back on or should I just throw the cookies at a normal angle? Should we take a risk?
No, it's fine. I can do this. It was just one rock. Go ahead and hop back on. And I'm going to kneel down again and give you an opportunity to hop back. This is Veya's pure determination. I can handle this. I'll just try not to slip this time. And now I know that all of these mossy rocks are awful.
This is like a reverse Luke Skywalker Yoda moment.
It really
Get on
is.
my
Yeah,
back.
dude.
This is all I picture in my head right now. Also, the fact I misheard you, Veya, and I thought you said "don't ruin this moment," and I was like, "Is that canon now, or is when you screw up, is it a Rune moment?"
No.
Clever.
Rune will eagerly get onto Veya's shoulders and
right.
go at it again.
Giddy up. As if you continue to make your way down the path, who's leading?
I would like to,
Pro-
actually. Very
Oh,
much
okay.
so.
Never
So
mind.
this is a point of
Whatever.
determination. I don't get if somebody's gonna try to outpace me, Veya would like to try to walk faster to get in front. I am the leader. I'd like to do this.
If you're going fast, I'm no longer spotting.
I just want to be in front. So as long as no one is trying to outpace me, it will not be fast.
Yeah,
If
I
Keelan-
feel like as we see like a bolting Veya coming down the path, I was just gonna go to Keelan and kind of put the hand on his chest, and I'm gonna move out of the way to the side of the path for you.
Yeah, I feel like Keelan would have done it non-intentionally. Like he's just got a good stride, you know what I mean? And then as soon as Al does, like put his hand on his chest, Keelan looks back and sees Veya just sort of, and
So
then
lots of more
Keelan-
grunting sounds, not breathy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keelan will, yeah,
fine.
yeah, Keelan will, Keelan will slow down a little bit.
I like to
All right.
imagine then that Minnie and Berrick are bringing up the rear, just like stopping every once in a while to like poke a bug or something.
Dare you
Yep.
eat it?
Hey, I found a stick.
I dare you to eat it, yeah.
Okay.
All right, as Veya wildly takes off, taking the lead. I guess Alan Keelan, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Certainly.
Use your eyes.
That is an 18 on Keelan's perception check.
I got a 7.
Okay. As the two of you walk closely behind, well, not closely, they're outpacing you at this point. As the two of you walk behind from a certain distance, you begin to take note that the extra large mushrooms, some as tall as the trees themselves, become closer and closer. And surprisingly, become more clustered. That's when you notice something strange. As you look at many of these mushrooms, you take note that many of them seem to have something attached to the front of them. And as you grow closer, you recognize them as doors, windows, albeit most of them in complete disarray.
Keelan's natural door senses trigger as he gazes around. Yeah, I use 60-foot door vision. And so I'll sort of elbow Al at this point and I'll say, I don't know, maybe it's the mushroom I ate earlier, but do these look like houses to you?
Yeah, kind of.
I'll tell everyone, hold up a second. I just want to have a look at something, if that's all right with everyone.
What? What are you doing? I'm gonna try to struggle to turn around so that way both Rune and I can see what's going on.
All right.
Don't just on your own. We have to do this together. We're gonna. Stop.
One turns one way, the other turns the other. All right, in that case, Rune, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay, bowling check. Okay. Oh, not 20!
Hey!
Albeit a turbulent ride, you do hang on for dear life. Like one of those bowls and one of those like Texas bars.
She's got her hands like right on Veya's forehead, one of those things.
Oh, my eyebrows. Fine.
Yeah, with a nat 20, I'll just see you guys moving as like a perfect asynchronous power, like Megazord. They've learned.
Definitely
They're
will.
evolving.
It's like Pacific Rim without the robot.
So I'm realizing that Dave has never been to a Texas bar, but that's okay.
I've been to a Texas bar before. They had a horse thing there.
No, I think you're talking about a PBR bar. Like,
Fight.
different.
All right.
A PBR?
Yeah,
I
PBR.
don't know what that is. We'll talk. We'll talk after.
Okay.
Oh.
So anyway, Keelan,
culture you. We'll talk later.
Ah, yes, PBR.
Yeah, fire.
Culture.
The truest
bull
of
riding.
culture of the American people.
Pro bull riding.
Good thing we're all American.
It is the most
So
American
anyway,
beer.
Keelan will say, if I didn't know any better, I think this was a village once, but something's come through here. Look, all the tiny doors and broken windows. I think people used to live in these giant mushrooms.
How do you
But,
know they're not still here? Why don't you open one? Or not?
Mushroom.
Well, I was going to, which is why I asked you to stop.
Minnie's already in
Okay.
one.
Here, hold my baby. And I'm going to give Rune the egg.
How long have you been holding on to that line?
The whole time.
Last week.
The hold my baby.
The moment I picked it up.
7 days.
It's so
Real
many.
time.
Gonna love when we find out it's
Sorry, there's
just
a
like
baby?
breakfast egg.
Hopefully there's no tornadoes around.
Rune will take the egg as she's balancing on top of Veya.
That
hear the
does
terrible
not
choice.
seem safe at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's like 4 of us on the ground.
Right.
We're the right ones for this.
All right. Perfect. Al, Berrick, Minnie, Pecador, and let's see if we can find anything about what happened here.
All right.
As soon as you said like mushroom houses, I would have already tried to get into one.
Brilliant. Yep.
Wait, is this like a regular size house then for Minnie?
They're
big
giant
enough houses.
mushrooms.
They're giant mushroom houses.
Oh, so like we could walk in them?
You could walk into them, yeah.
Oh.
You might have to bend down a little bit, but
Yeah, okay.
get in. Yeah,
It's like a hobbit house.
there you go. Bobby gets inspiration again.
Quick, take it away.
It's coming anyway.
I'm just gonna not say anything until I have to roll. Yeah, I'll take a nearby house.
Okay. As many of you begin to disperse, looking at some of the individual homes there, as you enter into them, each one in further states of disarray. Most of the furniture has either been broken or tumbled over. Pictures no longer hanging on walls come down shattering on the ground, with cracked and smashed glass around them. You continue to search through these homes that have clearly been abandoned at this point.
Okay, this
with the
is
broken-
creepy.
This is a weird question. What kind of like dishes and like cutlery do they have?
Oh my god. This is
World building
important.
101. Never forget the dishes.
Right, because that's something that I totally accounted for in all of this.
Right.
Dave.
Well, I want to go through the cupboards to see what like
Yep.
what people who live in a
Surprisingly-
mushroom house would have.
Surprisingly enough, most of it is mushroom themed to a certain extent. Many of the bowls just being the top caps of mushrooms that seem to have been coated with a little bit of clay to give a little bit of stability to it. Most of the glassware is just hollowed out stems of the mushrooms, again rubbed down with the familiar clay to harden it.
Well done, Dave.
Dave, that is
Well done.
terrifying.
Yeah, they eat out of the skulls.
Imagine the
Well
human
done.
equivalent.
You just
of
lost
this-
inspiration again.
Imagine I don't care. Imagine the human equivalent of this situation.
Thanks,
You
Bob,
check the
yeah.
cabinet, it's like top of a skull for bowls.
All very normal.
Carved femur bone.
So they were a warfaring mushroom tribe.
Totally oblivious to the obvious tragedy that has taken place here. Minnie just comes out with she's like, guys, mushroom cups.
Don't touch those things. You don't know what happened here. Why is it abandoned?
Oh, I don't know.
I guess you can keep the cup since you already touched it at this point.
Oh, she drops it.
What?
As the mushroom cup kind of breaks and cracks as it falls to the ground, most of the clay coating now falling off to the side, leaving nothing but the otherwise rotted stem. It's when you hear a noise coming from behind you. You're not from around these parts, are you? What do you think, boys? As you turn to look, you see what looks like a large gang of individuals, 7 to be exact, all of them having strange shelled-like exteriors. What looks like a green shelled cap or helmet that reside on each of their heads, and with arms crossed, each holding 2 large hammers in each hand.
Hammer boys. Brothers, no. What are they called?
For legal reasons, they are just
it's-
a hammer gang. They are a totally original concept of mine.
Guys
I
with
came up
hammer.
with them
Mallet
myself.
Men.
They're
What
called
about
the
men?
Hammer Men.
Mallet Men.
Even better,
Mallet Men.
That is
love
what I
that.
initially said.
Mhm.
Look, I didn't want
We
to
talked
assume
about
their
that earlier,
genders, but I
David.
mean, go nuts. Why not?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you're here. We're not from around these parts at all. We're very lost and highly vulnerable. Please, if you could help us, we're trying to get back to this old pie shop that we fell into this pipe and ended up in a forest filled with mushrooms.
Mm.
They look back. The leader of the group, or at least the one who stands in the lead, kind of looks to side to each of them with a big grin on his face. Of course we can help you.
Do you hear that, guys? They can help us.
Uh,
And they're so friendly. Look they're all smiling and chuckling. I've got a good feeling about this.
As the leader now begins to approach you, Keelan, flanked by his other crew members, they begin to circle around the entirety of the group. As he comes face to face with you, Keelan, now you can see he stands a few inches taller than you, a rare occurrence.
Oh, dang.
Now, of course, we'd be expecting some form of payment for assisting. And those goggles look quite valuable.
Oh, wait. I mean, we don't have much in the way of money, but I'm afraid I can't give you these goggles. They've got some pretty strong sentimental value. However, my good hammer sir, I do happen to have on my person a very, very handsome cooking pot. And I'm pulling out a cooking pot. Now this
No,
pot
Keelan,
here,
not the cooking pot. We can't afford to lose that.
oh, well,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay, maybe not the cooking pot, but I do have this very handy shovel that is used for.
Ah, Keelan, the shovel? That was my grandmother's shovel. It means so much to me.
Oh, sorry. Yes, no, actually, sorry. I can't give you the shovel. I borrowed it from Al's grandmother. It's no, okay.
As you waffle on, he immediately slaps the pot out of your hands. Oh dear me! Oh, my fainting couch. Where could it be? Oh.
At this moment, Keelan looks up from his pot and says, "Guys,
Thanks, dude. Travel.
I don't think these are good people."
Oh.
He eyes you up and down as you all take note, as you watch closely as many of the gang members kind of begin to circle around all of you. One of them now eyeing at Rune's staff. looking at some of the light armorware that Veya has. And even staring at Minnie's small short bow.
Hmm.
She snatches it and holds it closer to her.
You feel yourselves being kind of pressed inwards as the looming overall size of these individuals kind of push you back a little bit, closer and closer into a group. I don't think you understand what I was saying there, boy. This isn't up for discussion. You have some pretty fancy, shiny items there. Hand them over.
You know, Keelan, I think these guys are starting to seem a little like dicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so that we know our options, if we choose not to, can we just keep going the way we were going?
Well, I'll tell you this. You can end up just like the rest of these villagers here.
You did this to these kind mushroom folk people?
Well, we can't take all the credit, but we sure did have fun helping.
Ew.
Whoa. Good assumption. Were there mushroom people that were living here?
There were many a fine folk that used to live here.
Like little mushroom people?
You could call them that.
Oh yeah, you're fucked then. And I'm gonna wild shape into an alpaca and try to charge him in the nuts. You don't
As
fuck with
one
my
does.
mushroom boys. You don't do that.
Yeah, sensing Barrick's about to make a move as well. I'd like to have my adrenaline peaking at this point with my adrenaline rush.
All right, fair enough. So
Can I have the small aside with Rune real quick?
Yeah.
at this point, no. With Barrick already charging off towards them for a perfect headbutt nut shot. I'll give you advantage on that one, Barrick. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Hold on, I need to see what an alpaca's attack.
I hope it's good.
Quick question. Can Rune and I have the same initiative?
I mean, if you roll the same, sure.
I mean, since
Can we go together?
All right, fine.
they're
You guys want to work as a single creature? Is that what I'm hearing?
I kind of like the idea.
All right, fine. Then
Rena will play
I
I'll
also
let
like
you
that.
guys decide who gets to roll the initiative for you.
All yours, Rita.
Oh, I believe in you.
Legendary
Okay,
actions.
okay. Okay, well, are we taking my initiative
Yep.
stat? Okay, that's a 19 for us.
This is why I chose you.
We're ready to
Well,
go.
hold on.
I may be
Let's see
carrying
what
you, but
Barrick-
I'm riding your
one
initiative
step
to the
at a
front
time,
lines.
folks. One step at a time.
Okay,
Barrick,
okay.
go ahead and make your attack roll.
Does a 25 hit?
25 absolutely hits with a perfect headbutt nut shot directly in the groinal region. Go ahead and
Right
roll
in the
some damage
groinal.
for me.
That's 2d6 plus 4. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. You hear
10
one
points
of them,
grundle damage.
the leader who you've just given the perfect headbutt nut shot to. You hear him yell, "Ah, my groin!" as he kind of falls down to his knees. Get him, boys! Now y'all can roll initiative for me.
I'd like to use the rest of that little turn to just do like a little moonwalk. Alpaca moonwalk.
That's 11 for Keelan.
Okay. Al?
18.
18. Okay. Barrick?
7.
Minnie?
4.
All right. Rune?
Well, can I use the one we used before?
Yeah.
19?
What did you roll? 19?
19.
Okay. And I'm just going to change this one. All right. If that is the case, one of the one of the gang members now quickly moves into an attack position, taking out the 2 hammers and begins to wildly throw them. The first being tossed towards Berrick. And does a 10 hit you?
No.
Even in alpaca form?
I have an AC of 11.
Damn, you're the wily ass alpaca. All right. Continuing your moonwalk, you tilt your head down just at the perfect time as you kind of spring back up a little bit, and it flies directly over top of your head, letting the other one loose. He's going to look towards Keelan, who would be in the front otherwise. And as he kind of puts his hand back, positioning his entire body, he slips on the broken glass of Minnie as he tumbles backwards. You watch as his hammer goes flying up into the air. That's going to end his turn. Rune and Veya, you're up. You guys can decide what the hell you guys want to do.
We've got one. Are you ready to go in for this?
Oh, I've been ready for this since I was met you.
Since I was met you.
We're gonna work on our lines, and we'll charge, leading us in as we go towards whoever happens to be closest to us, pulling out her sword in one hand and holding on to Rune's leg on the other to provide more stability.
Okay, the one closest to you would be the one that was eyeing up Rune's staff. So go ahead and, I guess, who's making the attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
okay.
start swirling my sword around. Okay, let's do this.
Can we say it together? Can we
Yes.
say what it's
I have a line.
on 3?
Yes.
Ready? wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Bolting
Bolting sword!
Sweet flame background.
If this wasn't as cool as what it looked like in my head, I'd be very upset. All right, as you charge forward towards your accomplish, go ahead and make an
We're both
attack roll
screaming.
for me.
Wait.
I imagine
Rune,
it.
Rune is casting, if you'll allow this, Rune will cast Guiding Bolt on Veya's sword to use it as a conductor to shoot at the guy.
Ooh,
I'll allow
scientific.
it, but that you will only have one action.
Okay, you roll for it, Beck.
Oh, damn it. That's a lot of pressure. I will
Right.
try, and I hope I
Veya,
don't.
as you rush
Eric
towards
hides his ass.
your enemy, you feel this radiant energy be blast into your sword. Looking down on it, it's now glowing a vibrant golden glow just as you're about to make your attack. What'd you go ahead and attack?
No.
It's an 8.
Chat, you gotta help.
Plus 4.
Plus 4, so it's 12. And
12 is just enough to hit. Congratulations. You rush forward. It's a difficult maneuver as you have the extra weight on top and you kind of wobble back and forth. Very strange from your typical agility and positioning that you take. But you're easily able to cleave into the shelled armor of this gang member. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
Okay, do you want to roll 2 of the d6 and I'll roll 2 of the d6?
yes, that's a good idea.
Oh, I got 9.
I got a 6. We're solid. This is good.
15 points of damage!
15 points of damage. With the impact of the radiant majesty that you are right now, the overall impact and extra weight seems to have worked in your favor as you smash it against his chest. As he flies backwards, you watch as he hits his head on the ground behind, the shelled helmet now flying off, as he seems to be unconscious at this point. All right, Al, you're up. What would you like to do? And Keelan, you're on deck.
I was gonna be like, holy crap, you guys did it. They're so powerful together. As he looks to Keelan.
I think we should just strap them together from now on and just leave them there.
What's the layout here? So we have the one that was after their staff, and then the main guy that got hit in the balls. Was he still down on his knees?
He is down on his knees, still clutching his family jewel purse.
Okay, yeah. Al's gonna be like, forgot your chin, and then he's gonna just go ahead and furl a Eldritch Blast right at his chin, hoping to kind of catch him with an uppercut and knock
Hit him with
back.
the Eldritch Blast. All right.
Hit him with the
go ahead and make the
blast.
attack for me.
All right. 12 hits.
A 12 does hit.
Thank God, because that was super low. We did it. So 1d10. So we do a 4 plus. Sorry, this is the first time I've used a blast since getting our invocations.
Blast.
Blast. I believe.
Also
Kind of,
making that enormous hit.
Seven total, and he gets knocked 10 feet away.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you hit him with this uppercut, Eldritch Blast, his chin, you hear his jaw almost dislocate from the overall impact as he's sent flying backwards, smashing himself against the ground and kind of skidding back a little bit.
Al's gonna he's gonna look to Berrick, who's still, I assume, moon dancing, and he's gonna throw his hands up and go woo, and he's gonna start coming in and also just kind of like, he's gonna look at the guy and be like, yo, no, you got some pretty shiny stuff on you. That's his turn.
All right, fair enough. With that said, the gang looks very, very, very angry at this point as they all continue to cluster around all of you. The first, who has just watched his companion go flying and knocked unconscious by Rune, is going to use his turn to throw both of his hammers towards one to each of you.
They're fine. Dodge it.
Oh. Yep.
Does a 13 hit you, Veya?
Does our AC combine?
No, it does not.
31.
No.
They truly are unstoppable.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You both get pegged with these relatively large and almost sharp-looking hammers. Both of you taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Whew. Oh, I had the temp from earlier. That was supposed to go away, wasn't that? Temporary HP.
Yeah, I don't know how that works actually.
Yeah, because we took a short rest.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
we took a short
yes.
rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The next, now stepping forward, as he looks towards Al in retaliation, he is going to try and just hit you melee style with his two hammers.
Whoa,
First
hey, buddy,
being-
wake up.
First being a dirty 20, second being a 12.
Both hit.
Both hit. As you feel the impact of the hammers come slashing down upon you, you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Slashing hammers. Is that what? Ah!
That's the sharpest hammer I've ever seen.
All right, that's that one. There's 3 left. One is going to go ahead and throw 2 hammers towards Minnie. That is an 18 and a 7. So I'm assuming the 7 does not hit you. So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit directly in the shoulder, kind of knocked off kilter a little bit. Next is going to be aiming for Alpaca. First toss is going to be an 18. Second is going to be a 17, meaning you take 8 points of slashing damage from the hammers.
Got it.
And the last is going to aim towards Keelan with a 22 and a 10.
The 22 will hit. The 10 not so much.
Okay, throwing the hammer towards you, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. I am resistant as I have my adrenaline rush active.
Okay.
But otherwise, I have been struck.
Okay, fair enough. Keelan, you're up. Berrick, you're on deck.
So the one that Al injured, they threw their hammer at Al, right?
They did, yes.
Did they? Yeah.
No,
okay.
No, they went melee, I think, on... Who did they go melee on?
it was melee.
Yeah, they went melee on Al.
Okay. So if they went on melee, then Keelan, how many people... So is anyone next to me besides that guy?
I mean, they're all generally within your vicinity. Most of them are roughly anywhere from 25 to 20 feet, or 20 to 25 feet radius of where the center of the group is right now. Think of them in like almost like a horseshoe positioning.
I don't know, I'm more meant for attacks of opportunities. Look, it's the first round of combat. Everyone's in Keelan's range at this point.
Fair.
What I am gonna do, however, is be unimpressed that this guy has come over and smacked my buddy Al here. And Keelan is going to like sort of take up his runner stance. And as this happens, like his adrenaline sort of pumping through his body as he like lowers his goggles and just whispers, "Gotta go fast." And Keelan is going to
wrong franchise.
No, it's not.
That's disadvantage on all of your next.
I'm going to be looking for emeralds, goddammit, every second we're here, as well as golden coins, okay? I stand by my choices. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bolt towards the one in front of Al, and with my sure-footed stomp, which is my free attack, I'm going to attempt to a drag maneuver, if I may.
Okay.
And I want to flavor it so that while I'm dragging him, I'm basically going to use my speed and basically just like bombard him with stuff as I'm dragging him across the ground with my unarmed strike.
What do you mean, like bombard him? How?
Like say, like you know when you're dragging someone across like rubble and dirt and stuff, or if I take a sharp turn, swinging him into like a...
you just want to smash him into stuff on your way.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Go. All right. So my drag maneuver, is a 12.
A 12 absolutely hits.
Okay. So that is just the drag. So I can move him at half my move speed, which is 35 feet.
Okay.
Which I am going to, along that way, just sort of whack him into things. My unarmed strike with this attack is 21.
Okay. That definitely hits.
All right, that is 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's seen better days.
Cool. And I'm gonna continue that motion, and I'll use flurry of blows to just continue that, dragging him across the floor maneuver. I would like to end somewhere within 30 foot of where Al is, so that if he is still up, he can use his Eldritch Blast.
Blasting.
Okay.
All right.
I just can't wait till we upgrade to Baja.
All right, and that is
It took me a second.
and that is a 23 on that last one with
So
8
refreshing.
points of damage.
Okay. Very good.
All right. So yeah, Keelan's basically just grabbed this guy by like, cause I'm imagining, like I said, he's got the hammers. So Keelan, as he's ducked down in his racing stance, has grabbed him by the ankle and just started running with him, basically smashing him into buildings and running across the floor. The big pile of dust and debris flying up behind him as he's just running around a little bit away from where everyone is.
All right. As you drag him on the ground, you can hear the cries and grunts from all the debris and sharp stone and decrepit houses that you're bashing him into. Before stopping around roughly 30 feet from Al's feet. Anything else you can do on your turn?
Yeah, I'll just obviously let him go because I'm not grappling him or anything like that. And as he does so, Keelan also starts doing this like kind of like bopping, like almost jazz backstep as well, as he's copying both Berrick and Al's dance moves.
Okay, fair enough. We're turning this into a disco. Fantastic. All right, Berrick, you're up. Minnie, you're on deck.
Cool beanos. So between the one that hit Minnie and the one that hit Rune, are either of them 20 feet away from me?
Yeah, almost everybody is somewhere between 20 and 25 feet away from you.
Perfect. I think Rune got hit harder, and I don't want to fuck up anything that Minnie had planned for her turn. So, finally stopping from his moonwalk, does a sweet 360 turn, kicking up dust with his hooves, and then I'm going to charge at the Mallet Man. But that hit Rune. for a
Sounds hot.
sweet,
A
like,
lumberjack man.
yeah, for a sweet
I would also
little-
accept mullet muchacho.
Okay.
for a sweet little trampling charge.
Okay.
I feel like the mullet's like the pickup we would get in this world, and it would give us the sweet mullet suit.
Yes.
Just fly. Yeah.
So that's a 16 to hit.
16 absolutely hits.
Cool. I need a strength save.
Strength save? Okay. That is going to be a 13.
Just didn't make it. It's a DC 14 strength saving throw, so he's knocked prone. And
All
if the
right.
target is prone, the alpaca can make another attack with its hooves again as a bonus action.
All right, fair enough.
Boom.
As you trample over this individual, knocking him down to the ground, your demeanor of dance and flash kind of fades away as you now stand above him, looking more like a majestic stallion than a furry party alpaca.
Why do you make it sound like stallions are better than alpacas? Hold on here. That's not a tier that you have to introduce.
Have you not seen my equestrian tier list?
Your list. Very
You
involved.
say like I should have. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I've seen it.
You know what? Permanent
roll another
disadvantage
attack.
from there from now on.
You look really, really pretty today, Dave.
That permanent advantage to Veya.
Nice.
I like how you guys play on my vanity. I like it.
It's great.
So the second one was a 15 to hit.
15 absolutely hits as you begin to trample down on this individual. Go ahead and roll some damage for me.
That is 9 plus 14.
Damn.
23 points of
23
bludgeoning
points
damage.
of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, you essentially just curb stomped someone.
Guy is
Congratulations.
goo.
Just stomping him into a fine mist.
Into a fervent
Yeah.
pulp, if you will. Okay, Berrick, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
He's just gonna do like that alpaca like head cock towards Rune and just give her a.
All right, Minnie, you're up. What would you like to do?
How far is, because one of them, the hammer went flying, right?
Yep.
Can I go grab it and then use it to bash one of them on the head?
Yeah, you want to bonk someone? I'll absolutely
Wanna
allow it.
bonk
Okay.
somebody.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
For the ranged attack, go ahead and add a roll a d6 and add your strength modifier.
Are you doing ranged or melee with the hammer, Dev?
I wanted to grab it and hit him.
Yeah, so it's
Like
melee.
go
Yep.
melee. Okay.
So if you go ahead and make your attack roll, and then if you
Okay.
hit, use a d6 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Okay. So to hit, oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that might not hit. That is going to be a 10. Oh, it does hit.
A 10 does not hit.
12. What's the DC?
I'm sorry, my friend. It seems you've decided to hit him directly on the helmet. And thank God he was wearing it. Remember that, kids. Wherever you are, whether you're in a battle or in the middle of an eclipse, make sure you're wearing your helmet at all times. You never know what can happen during an eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Minnie?
I will bonus action disengage so I can run away.
All right, fair enough.
Well done.
All right, as you hit him over the head, he turns to you with a snarl and snare in his eyes as you kind of just nope the fuck out of there. All right, that takes us back to the top of the round. You all watch as the leader now repositioning himself as he stands up. Think you're smart ones, eh? You know what to do, boys. As each of them kind of, yeah. They begin to reach into their armor and each produce what look like tiny little red gems. And as they crush them in their hands, they pop the mist directly into their mouths. You see any of the damage that was just done to them completely fade away, including their armor. Not only that, they begin to grow in size, roughly doubles the size that they once were, as they now tower over top of you as almost the size of absolute ogres.
So what you're telling us is that drugs are good.
I've been saying that
So far
since
this
I began the
campaign,
That
campaign.
has been a running theme
Yeah.
of this campaign.
I'm a little slow on the pickup. I'm sorry. I finally see it. This visual is everything I needed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Mud,
think we're
cut
also
the
seeing
music.
a tier of drugs. Like the natural drugs that Berrick did only did so much, but these synthetic, like likely amphetamine drugs, I mean, they're really kicking ass. So
As they begin to move closer and closer towards you, now towering over top of you. Suddenly, a wind begins to pick up within the town's small village square. With a sudden flash of white and red, like the air itself is on fire. Suddenly, you watch as two of the Hammer Gang members are suddenly whisked off their feet and disappear into the forest, being thrown hundreds and hundreds of yards. The others stop and begin to look around. You hear a flute coming from somewhere in the surrounding areas, but impossible to tell where it's from. You note as the Hammer Gang begins to look around in fear and starts throwing hammers randomly all around them. With only a few left, all of them begin to take off running, save for one. Or sorry, how many did we have? We had 5, 2 went flying.
there was one unconscious.
There was 1 unconscious. Right, so there's only 2 left at this point then.
Right.
Am I doing the math right?
I don't know.
We could
No,
just
there's
say,
three
I
left.
turned one into pulp. I don't know if
You
that
did
helps.
turn 1 into pulp. That's true. So there is only 2 left. With only 2 left, one takes off running as the last yells out, "Show yourself!" Directly in front of you, a small tornado now touches down on the ground. As the wind whirls around, you see a small round-headed individual in the center landing in what seems to be a superhero pose. The small figure immediately springs up, delivering a devastating uppercut to the final member of the gang as he flies backwards, landing on the flat of his back, completely unconscious. And as the small figure stands and composes himself once more, he speaks out. "One toot on this whistle will knock you on your motherfucking ass!" And that's where we're going to take a short rest for the evening.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Is that another drug reference?
It's not another drug reference.
It
I'll
sounds
need to
like,
get more cultured.
it sounds like Toad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my thought.
That is the voice of Toad for sure.
yes.
Does he normally arrive in a tornado?
No, that's what's confusing.
Okay.
Guys, calm down. We clearly know it's Tails, okay? He came down on a whirling thing.
Get
It was
your
the hurricane
Sega
of the
shit
tail.
out of here. This is a
All right,
Nintendo
with that
family.
said, we're going to take just a very short rest, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a couple minutes. We're going to go do a bio. You should go do the same. Make sure to go get your apple juices, your orange juices, your mushroom juices. I think it's called tea, but who knows these days. And stick around because we're about to have a lot of fun. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Shrooms.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are sans Dag right now. I don't know where he went. I think he went to go feed cats or something. But hey, be a good pet owner. Feed your animals from time to time. It's a good idea.
Oh, he's not feeding his cats. It's just other cats
Oh, he's just feeding cats in general?
in general.
Yeah.
But probably jaguars.
Yeah, it's Australia.
It is Australia. Yeah, I know.
Cats or dogs there. We don't even know.
Right.
All right, with that said, we'll hop back into tonight's episode. Let me get my notes. Do this and do this. So, as you stand in the center of the square, with the individual with his back turned towards all of you, he suddenly begins to turn around. And you take note of the small mushroom-like individual, much older than those that you know back home, Berrick. Above his head, he has a very large mushroom cap with mostly all white with red spots. You see he wears what looks to be a navy blue vest and a pair of slacks.
Well, you're all pretty lucky that I got here when I did.
That is.
You guys see this? This house is talking.
We were handling this perfectly fine, but thank you.
Where's the door at on this thing?
I'm not a house.
Yeah.
I'm a person. The name's Frog, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm a completely original character.
Keep saying that, but
I gotta say, you're all in luck that I came home. Well, what was my home at one point. Little bit of nostalgia before I head out again.
Yeah, right. These guys said that they came through and helped someone, rough this place up a bit.
Those jerk-offs? Nah. There's much tougher ones out there.
Like who?
Well, the entire army. The shelled army, to be exact.
Why would they destroy this lovely home here?
It was a very complicated issue, Rune. I'm sure there was something on both sides politically that maybe led to this issue.
Not really.
No,
It was
never
more
mind.
of a grudge match. You see, there was a great warlord that wanted to take over our realm. And we held him off for a long time. But after the fall of our great general, there wasn't much we could do. That's when great Emperor Wowzers finally took over.
Oh no.
okay.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
goodbye.
After our great general Manio fell.
Manio.
Wait,
Manio.
did you say manual? As in
Yes.
like
The great General Manio, of course, yes. Yeah.
not the guy running a pie shop with his brother.
I have no idea
Linguine?
what you're talking about. Linguine sounds familiar.
Right. Okay.
Ah,
Did he wear a red hat by any chance?
yeah, his legendary red hat, he'd always be wearing it.
Right. Okay.
Where is it?
No sensitivity whatsoever.
It beats me, kiddo. Been looking for it myself for a long, long time. Looking for a way to bring him back. After he, got thwomped.
Definitely talking about the same person.
But I'll
All right.
tell you,
Ha!
the Portobello Province was never the same after.
Portobello. God damn it. We're just gonna let him get away with this. You can't keep doing this.
I can't.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So I think I figured out what's going on.
He just
We're
told
all
us,
unconscious. We are all unconscious. We never left the basement. All right. We've smashed our heads too hard into the ground after we dealt with those bone things.
Right.
This is clearly what's happened here because I've known the baker for a very, very long time. And there was no words of them being some sort of literally underground general for a bunch of... I'm sorry, I don't mean to assume that, but mushroom people...
Go ahead, Clompy. Listen,
I meant you're literally a mushroom person. It's not a derogatory thing. It's what you literally are.
the hardships we've faced in this place. Have you had to say goodbye to your mothers, your brothers, your kin? Watch them devastated, sliced up into tiny, tiny mushrooms, put into salads.
Oh no.
I don't have the heart.
Respect, would you, long face?
No, that's fair. That's fair. You know, you're right. You're right. Even if this is some sort of concussion that is slowly bleeding into my brain, you're right. There's no need for me to be rude. I apologize. You know, it sounds like the hardships you and your people have faced are truly devastating, and for that, I'm sorry that, you know, your general is not here to be able to help you out.
You should probably also apologize for that mushroom you ate earlier.
That could have been my cousin!
You know, you watch as Keelan's eyes get really big as he looks over at Veya.
I'm just screwing you with you. If it didn't talk, you're fine. Listen, I'm sorry, I get a little heated over this kind of stuff. We've been going
That's
through
okay.
this for 10 years now.
That's a
Your
long
struggles
time.
sound very delicious. I mean, destructive, and we're sorry. But do you know a way out of here?
Out of where?
Well, I mean, okay, well,
The
maybe
Portobello Province,
did your
you called it.
Did your general ever, like, you know, just hypothetically speaking, wild shot in the dark here, did your general ever visit a giant pipe on regular occurrence?
He said he used to go on vacation from time to time. I don't know where he went.
Did he have a house here?
It was more like a castle, but yeah, you could call it a house.
Maybe the hat's there. Can you take us there?
To Wowzer's castle? Lady, you're crazy.
What?
Oh, it's not his castle anymore.
Well, yeah, Wowzer took over the thing, you know, he mentioned.
Well, do you need help? Maybe getting rid of Wowzer?
Sorry, that's a little above your pay grade, I think. But listen, I appreciate you guys offering to help. I got a lot of business to take care of at this point. Best for you to find a way to lay low, make a life for yourself somehow, hide away, or just keep walking in one direction till you're out of the Portobello Province. This ain't a place to live.
Right, and you know, if we and we will of course follow this, and just hypothetically speaking, if we were to avoid Wowzer's castle, because we'd obviously want to keep out of, you know, sight of Wowzer, which direction should we be avoiding? You know, where exactly should we be steering wide and clear of to avoid Wowzer?
You definitely don't want to go east.
Okay, we definitely. All right, you hear that, everyone? We definitely don't want to be going east. East is not the direction.
Right?
Well, thank you, Frog, for your help with these Mallet Men, and you know, again, sorry about your crippling civilization.
No, come on. There has to be something that we can do. We picked up this case at the beginning. We have to see it all the way through. Show us the direction which we could go to Wowzer's castle.
I'm gonna elbow Veya as she's mid-speak. You don't need to worry about us, and rest assured we're going to keep nice and safe.
Keep your head low for a little bit longer. I got a plan. I'm gonna try and find a way to bring Manio back. But there's something I need first.
What's your plan?
Well, it's a long shot. But there was another who stood beside the great General Manio. Agent Pink. But she's been held captive for a very long time. I need to bust her out of where she is. If I can get her out, we might have a chance.
Yeah, that does sound like a long shot.
And where is she? You know?
Well, my best guess efforts, not too far from here. There was an ancient crypt. Many, many, many of our great warriors and kings were laid to rest there. It was one of the first strongholds that Wowzer and his people ever took over. I got some intel that says Agent Pink is being held there.
Well, why don't we help you with that? We're really good at saving people. Keelan's already done it once, and we were there.
Save royalty. In
And
fact.
we were also there.
Yeah, that's true. All Berrick did was let loose a criminal onto the world.
You don't know that.
I am not doing my accent. I, Michael Duda.
Neither was I. Just joking around.
Oh no, he's gonna still be a criminal.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to get involved in something like this. You get caught, that's instant death. Or slavery. One of the two.
Well, we definitely don't want that. So, you know, if you're heading for this crypt, that's obviously going to be a dangerous place. And, you know, just hypothetically, if we wanted to avoid where that crypt was, you know, which direction would we not want to travel to avoid getting where the crypt is?
I've got to head east again.
That's still east. All right. Okay, cool. Well, you know,
Pretty
we'll make
much,
sure to...
You're on the farthest westest point of the Portobello Province.
All right. Right.
It's a side scroller.
Makes
Well,
sense.
Bobby gets advantage again for real this time.
All right. Well, you know, good luck on your espionage
wait,
mission.
Whoa, hold on.
It's fine. Look,
I
I'm going to lean into the other. I'm going to grab Veya as well as I pull him in. Listen,
What?
I
this
know,
guy is going to...
Keelan.
What do you know?
I know what you're trying to do, but we don't know
Good.
that he... What if he wants to help us? He's strong. Why don't we just
What if
ask
he
him?
wants... What if he tries to stop us from going?
He can't.
Where's he gonna push us to? We have nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
It's not
there's
like he
only
just gets
east.
to go home.
Did you not see him just swap that guy in the face? Do you really want to beat up someone who's supposed to be saving this kingdom so that we can go save it? Is that something you want to
No,
try and
we'll
explain to
just-
people?
But Keelan, if he starts getting upset, then we'll just stand here and wait for him to leave, and then we'll go. But why don't we try and get his help first? Why would we send him away?
It would be
gonna-
kind of
Leave
weird for
my
us just to
alpaca
come in
head
and be
in
like,
the-
we're gonna save him instead. We should allow him to be part of the saving process instead of just trying to shortcut him out of his own heroics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this coming from the guy who literally just showed up and beat up the guys we were fighting?
He was helping Keelan.
I was
Why
gonna
are you
start
so
brushing Derek.
sassy?
Also, he said this was his home.
His leg is gonna start going.
This is his home, but now I have a child to think of, okay? I just you know.
No, I have your child. You're being a terrible father.
Oh,
no.
let's work on our phrasing, all right?
Rune!
This is his home. He should have a say in it. Also, he's way more powerful and he has all the information. If anything, we can offer to help him, but we shouldn't try to like take it from him. If something was happening in our village and some outsiders came in and just said no to us or tried to do it all without us, it would feel awful. We have a right to help save our town and he has a right to save his land.
You're right. But you know, he seems to be more interested in keeping us safe. Doesn't that sound exactly like what all of our family is telling us to do? Even if
maybe
he
he
comes
can
with
be-
us, wouldn't that just be the same thing as having
No.
one of our parents show up and try to protect us? Yes, he's powerful and all that. But
Hey.
we're here on our own quest. And
What are
maybe
you
it's just
guys
me, but
whispering about?
I don't know.
It's
I drag
kinda
Minnie and
rude.
I drag Minnie in. Just look. And at this point, it's just Al standing next to the next to Frog. At this point, it's
talking
like,
about-
Al's been brushing Barrick.
oh, nice.
Listen, we shouldn't be afraid. If anything, this should give us a chance to challenge ourselves and stand above even what he can do, okay?
Okay. And what are we going to do when we tell him we need to steal the general's hat?
We're just going to. Well, we don't. First of all, Keelan, if the hat can bring back
Manio.
Manio, if the hat can bring back Manio, don't you think Linguine would want that even more than just the hat?
Did I miss the bit where the hat brought back Manio? I thought it was the Agent Pink.
Agent Pink? Well, I don't know. This is what I'm saying. We don't have the information, and you can't make assumptions about what people are going to do or think or behave like.
Mhm.
Assumptions make an ass out of you and me.
There are a couple of options, and the first thing is we should probably be honest instead of lying about what we're doing or stealing it. Even if we do manage to find the hat with him, it doesn't mean we should just take it. Clearly they know and have an idea of who Linguine is, and we know Linguine knows Manio because they're related. There's an opportunity that maybe they just don't know what's going on. Stealing doesn't have to be our option. It's not for or against.
I'm gonna pop my head up over the crowd and have a look at Frog and just back down.
Your big yawn made me yawn.
I know.
Fine, but look, I've told you this. You know, I've had. It's fine. I would go along with this, but I'm just saying. I think we can do it on ourselves. You know. Anyway.
Keelan,
Yes.
it's okay to accept help from people who want to help. It doesn't make you less of a person.
I just see it as a competition. If you can be better than them, then it shows you're even better. So,
Or
Yes,
you
but
could
if you need their
do
help,
that.
then can you do it on your own?
of course I can, but it just makes me look better when I can outshine them.
Mm.
Gonna
Guys,
start.
I'm still here.
I'm just gonna shake my head and just be like, you know, like do that squinty eye, like, you know, like that childish, like, you know, face.
Don't be afraid of other people outshining you. If you can do it, then do it alongside others so you can prove that you can do it too. If we aren't able to do it and he does it without his own, then he gets all the glory. At least at this point, we get some of this story. Plus, we have to make sure we see this through, and I don't want to risk us failing it. It's more important that we complete the mission rather than letting our own ego get in the way.
But we're after a hat.
We're after... Well, first of all,
Keelan.
some of us are after a hat. Minnie's after a pie. At the end of the day...
Minnie's after.
Right.
Well, the hat so I can get the pie. And then she's going to wander out of the conversation.
Minnie, you are strucken with immense boredom listening to all of this.
Yeah.
You have practically fallen asleep at this point, and for that reason, you've been gifted a dark heart.
Ah. All right, fine. Tell the truth. See where it is, and you know, if he tries to send us home, I'm not going.
Fine. Rune will approach Frog.
You guys can see Al's like casually leaning on Berrick and just engaging in conversation. Yeah, nice weather. It's like fog.
Can I call them Vroom?
This thing doesn't
Vroom,
sound like
vroom.
a car.
Yep.
Frog, we have a proposal.
Ah! Oh, you're the one in the middle.
There's only two of us.
Sorry, I'm used to multiple creatures being stacked on top of one another.
Right. We have a proposal, and you see, we also have a mission to help and make sure that the problems that are going on in this world don't impact our world. We were here sent purposely to make sure that we aid and solve this. So we can't just go home because our home is not here, and we can't complete the mission unless we aid you. It doesn't matter what it is. We want to be a part of the process. We're team players, as she looks over to Keelan. I promise. And either we work together or we'll probably just get in your way, which I don't think you want.
You make good points.
Thank you. I could write it up in a report later if you'd like.
I can't read.
If you can still hold it if you'd like.
No.
You can hold it.
You can hold it. It looks like a report.
A picture report. Yeah.
You may not read it. I'll put a pictures in it. A picture
yeah.
report.
If you take on this quest, I gotta warn you, there's gonna be a lot thrown at you.
Like hammers, right?
Hammers, shells, some are green, some are red, some are blue. Some have this kind of weird speckling over top. I mean, you get it.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
What I'm trying
I won't
to
speak
say
for
is-
everyone, but I am okay with this. Rune,
Oh, we speak as one now.
we speak as one. Wait, we should try that together. We'll speak as one. 3, 2, 1.
We speak
We
as
speak
one.
as one.
Close enough.
This is important for us.
You guys are gonna have to work on that a little bit. I ain't joking around here, though, guys. This is a dangerous place.
Look,
This is starting to feel like a DM
Frog,
warning.
we're willing to help out, but we're just wondering, just me personally, is there any sort of, let's say, compensation in the form of a large stack of coins, or perhaps a green mushroom that might extend my lifetime?
I don't know what to ask for.
How are you? Go ahead, DM.
I can't promise much. This is for the better of the province.
Of course. But if we're gonna be taking on such a quest, it might be a little bit of overhead for us. We were due back a little while ago, so now we're pushing our plans away of all the other adventures that we've been booked for. Our calendar is just packed solid, so we're willing to help out. But we just wondering if maybe there was if you had something kicking around, we wouldn't say no.
I don't have much to offer at this point. I'm a little bit of a one-man band. Everybody else has been taken away, slaughtered
Right.
in their places.
Well, let's say hypothetically, we go ahead and we remove Wowzer, we avenge, the slaughter, and then all your people here. Maybe we can help ourselves to a little bit of a storeroom he's got built up or something. Hypothetically.
Sorry, kiddo, not my decision to make. You'll want to talk to Agent Pink.
Minnie,
Yeah,
have a
you,
question?
the smaller one with the hand up.
If we find the hat, then can we keep it?
Again, you gotta talk to Agent Pink about this one.
Okay.
Well, I guess
Listen,
then our
guys,
first thing is to get her, right? That weird little place that you mentioned?
That's the idea.
And your intel is solid, like, we're not going to show up there and they're going to be like, oh no, Agent Pink is in a different castle.
It's pretty solid.
Is
All
there maybe a safe place that we could rest for a little bit? I don't know about everyone else. Is it just me that needs to rest? I'm really fucked up, and I might not be able to heal you guys either. So
Well,
Yeah.
this place is more or less deserted, save for these bozos. As he points to the hammer bros on the ground. Or sorry,
The goo pile.
mullet muchachos. Mallet. Yep, those ones. We can probably hang out here for a few hours. We can take off in the morning.
Good. All right. Then we should be prepared. I'm going to pick up one of the helmets that had flown off, and I'm going to offer it up to Rune, just in case. Or should I wear it?
Well, if you wear it, it can be like a saddle for me to hold on to.
Perfect. And I can't believe I'm doing this. Veya will do this to protect. So when Rune hops on, she can hold on to the helmet.
So
Wait.
Veya has handlebars essentially now. Is that what I'm hearing? She's got a steering wheel on top of her head.
This is for the best fighting technique we can offer in this moment. So yes.
Wait,
Okay.
we're not sleeping like this though, right?
No, of course not.
Okay.
You can get down now though.
Oh, okay. We'll get down really awkwardly, like her hand.
Okay, that's oh, you're pulling my ear. That's my ear. That's my ear. Oh. Okay. Ah. Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Yeah, we need a dismount move.
Maybe you can ask Minnie for help with that.
Okay.
All right, you guys find a place to rest. Make up a fire if you can. I'm gonna tie up these guys.
Do you need help with that, or are you good?
Nah, I should be fine.
Okay.
I'm going to make a fire.
I'll get to looking
guys-
around, see if I can find some supplies for something to eat. Any
You
odds that the
guys-
food around here is still okay?
There could be a couple non-perishable items around here. Just
Yeah, okay.
be careful of the mushrooms.
Like, don't eat them or offend them? I'm not sure which the culture is here.
If they talk, it's offensive. If they're purple, you'll probably die.
Okay, good heads up. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
As
All right,
everyone
I
kind of
was gonna wander off, yeah.
as everyone kind of starts to wander off, Minnie's just gonna like look kind of bored and look over at Berrick, and she's gonna be like, Berrick, do alpacas see in color?
I don't know. But I get to decide. He'll nod. Yeah.
Cool.
Recognize 16 colors.
Was that an alpaca noise that you just made?
Yes.
That was a
Can
pretty good
you
alpaca noise, I gotta
please
say.
recreate that with everyone else. Just be quiet for a second. I just really need to hear that again. So good. Okay. We need to make that a sound redemption.
Yeah.
That's the
I think
follow.
that's important. Yeah.
Bobby's an alpaca of many talents, I gotta say. Well done. Well done. Everybody do me a favor real quick. Roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Should I
Should be
use the
fine.
metal dice, the wood dice, or the resin? Chat.
Oh, 89.
77.
80.
Okay, I can't remember.
45.
Metal. 40.
Okay. And Nate, sorry, what'd you get?
30.
Okay. All right. As you all begin to kind of spread out a little bit, getting a lay of the land, you watch as Frog begins to tie up some of the other folk, surprisingly strong for his overall size, and most of them now having shrunk back down to their regular size. He somehow is able to flip them over his shoulder and kind of takes them off to the forest. Where he goes and what he does with them, you probably don't want to ask.
God.
You ever seen Deliverance? Actually,
I was
no.
about to say that. That's so crazy.
Right, you little bitch. Squeal like me.
It's an 18+ stream, guys. So
Yeah.
fine.
What's your favorite horror movie?
All right, so as Frog continues to do what needs to be done, as they say, what's everybody doing? Nate, what are you doing?
Like I said, I was gonna want to kind of wander the grounds, mostly looking for something for the snacks for the night
Mind if I join you?
party. Of course.
Now feeling a lot lighter, a little more pep in her step, Veya will kind of follow after Nate. Hey, I can help carry anything if you find something.
Yeah, sure. I got this thing over here, and then as he turns around, I'd like to roll an attack roll of Elder's Blast.
What?
Okay, against Veya.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Against
attacking me?
Yes, please.
You told
Okay.
him he could.
Fucking love this.
What is that? Oh my god! You're
You
fighting
told him
now!
Was a 23 hit, Veya?
No!
Hold on. Shut
I'm
up,
so
everybody!
happy.
Shut up. Is Veya okay? Sorry, is Beck okay with this?
Yeah, no, I'm
Right.
okay with this. I've been
Go
asking
ahead.
for it, so this is my
All right.
fault entirely.
If you remember
I
last
never
week's
thought
chat.
Owl's
Surprise
character would do
PvP!
this.
Who
I
the
love
fuck saw
it.
this coming?
Smooth fucking criminal.
Oh, balls! Yeah, that hits.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna take 13 damage and be knocked back 10 feet. As you hit the ground, Al's gonna be like, gotta be ready at all times. Come on, you know this.
Are you kidding me? That was perfect! And she's gonna dash and try to tackle him.
Oh my god.
Thrilled.
Go. Yes,
Thrilled
go.
at this opportunity.
All right.
I hope we guarantee get a long rest because this is not gonna be
That's
fun.
why I figured now is the perfect time just before one. So yeah.
All right, Veya, as you get blasted in the chest with this purple and goldish type of blast, you're thrown backwards as the thrill of battle once again completely takes you over. Gritting your teeth and standing once again, you rush towards Al. Go ahead, make a melee attack for me.
Absolutely. It's a 15.
Oh, that hits.
It's not going to be for as much, but
Al,
you can
the
take
wind
6
is
points of damage.
Okay.
Al, the wind
right.
is knocked out of you completely as you feel the shoulder of Veya hit you directly into your solar plex as you two are now pushed back. Veya, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's right. If we're going to do this, it's going to be claw to claw. You look at me face to face when you shoot me.
Al's gonna be like, just remember, they aren't always gonna play like that. And as you see him sort of take a back step, you just see a mist rise up, and all of a sudden he has disappeared, but is now relocated 30 feet behind you. And I will go ahead and fire another Eldritch Blast.
Oh, a magician.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, perfect.
I like to imagine like Minnie's on top of the alpaca head, and we're just like eating, just like, watching this go down.
I mean, technically,
Broken claws,
they both walked away off into the distance. So
Yeah.
this is just a quiet solo combat at this point.
That's all. Wonderful.
Does a 21 hit there?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Shit. I'm so sorry for this.
No, don't apologize. This is exactly what needs to happen.
I rolled another 13 damage, and you're knocked back another 10 feet
With that 13,
Technically knocked forward.
forward. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. With that 13, Veya gets hit in the back, and you see her collapse face down into this mossy cobblestone dirt. And she doesn't get back up.
Al's gonna be like, all right, come on, quit playing around. Veya. Ah, shit. He's gonna climb down, walk over to you, and he's gonna like roll you over and do the old New Yorker like, all right, come on, come through, come on, wake up now. Gonna just like stabilize, bring them back to 1 HP.
Fair.
Go ahead, make a medicine check.
Okay. With a +0. A 4.
You better roll.
I can't with you guys.
You're gonna be dragging Veya's unconscious body back.
Okay,
Guys.
technically, you were not shooting to kill. I'm assuming.
No, it was not.
Okay, so she is, so she's unconscious. She has 0 hit points, but she is stabilized, so no death saving throws or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right. So yeah, he's going to jeez, I guess at this point he's gonna be like, well, he's gonna kind of just pick up Veya and sort of prop them against the little wall there. And Al, having some of the materials they've had, can I just start another little fire where Veya is, and just sort of like sit down beside them?
Are we doing weekend at Veya's?
No, essentially, I don't feel like Al would want to bring them back to camp. The more he moves them, the worse it could be. So he just wants to sit them up next to the thing, start a tiny little fire to keep them warm, and then I'm probably gonna try to find Rune.
I thought you were gonna try to help me save face, but that's fine.
No,
I don't know what else. I was like looking at an unconscious Veya. I can't wake you up. Apparently, I tried to roll a 4, so I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really worried that Keelan was gonna be sitting there with a fire, and then Nate comes back with Al, like having found some snacks, and he's like, "Yeah, I found some jerky."
Yeah, I found this weird rabbit thing.
Okay, now I'm dead. Thanks.
All right. With Al clearly knocking Veya unconscious, Berrick, what are you doing?
He's probably assisting Minnie, whatever. Still in his alpaca form. He likes being an alpaca. He found out. So he's kind of just chilled in that form for a while, probably like carrying around looking for berries and gathering like.
And can we have a nap? Can I nap on you?
Sure.
After
she's gonna be
food
asleep.
gathering.
A reminder that you guys have just asked me for a long rest. So is Minnie just going to bed at this point?
She's
Yeah,
all
I
tuckered
wanted to
out,
go-
the poor thing.
yeah, I
She's
wanted
got
to go for,
for
like-
every step we make, that's like 3 or 4.
All right, fair enough. As Minnie hops on the back of Alpaca Berrick and falls asleep.
There's just gonna be a like halfling shaped like depression in my fur, like where she sleeps after she gets off.
Technically Munchkin, but I'll allow it. So as she falls asleep on top of your back, Berrick, you begin to feel the drowsiness as well. Just through, it's kind of like a contact drowsiness at this point. And so therefore you too have incurred the wrath of a dark heart.
All right, so I'm evened out now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
contagious.
Yep. Yeah, so he's just doing some gathering for whatever he can forage.
How is he gathering?
With his teeth.
Gotcha. So you're looking around for berries and other things that you can put in your mouth.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead and make a nature check for me.
If you break off branches, you can like just dump it back on top of Minnie.
Can I argue for a survival?
I'll allow it.
Sweet.
So this is now, well, you can either do a straight roll because you do have inspiration, which is your choice of when you want to roll it. Or if you don't want to use it, then it's at disadvantage because you did receive the dark heart. Dark heart impacts immediately, where inspiration, you can use it whenever you want.
I'll take the straight roll. It's a 15.
Okay, fair enough. As you begin to look around, you do find what seem to be a plethora of berries and some more root vegetables. Surprisingly enough, you do find some mushrooms that are not purple. And based on what Frog had already told you, non-toxic.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and bring that back to the wherever we're camping.
Okay, fair enough. Keelan, what are you doing?
Keelan's made the fire and is trying his best to try and figure out how cooking mushroom with mushroom in mushroom water is going to work.
And berries.
But is doing his and berries, and he's doing his best. He's trying to make enough for everyone.
Okay. As the fire has now been made, you take out, or you go get your trusty cooking pot that had been slapped out of your hand earlier. As you kind of polish it up a little bit, you watch as Alpaca Berrick makes his way over to you. You can hear a tiny snores of Minnie coming somewhere within his plethora of fur. And as he walks towards you, you see his mouth seems to be, or his cheeks are now very puffed out at this point as he walks up to you and just directly in front of you, dropping berries and mushrooms and what seem to be some herbs of some kind, mixed in with an enormous amount of alpaca slobber.
I will immediately, Keelan will pick up a berry and look at it. It's still like kind of dripping with this viscous slime of alpaca saliva. He sort of looks at it and... Is it poisonous?
It is not poisonous, no.
That's great work there.
The alpaca slop or the berries?
The berries.
Okay, yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah, no,
way poisonous.
I scoop up the herbs and the berries and the mushrooms and put it into the pot and then make my way over to the fire. I'll use some of the water that I have in my little water skin to fill it up and rinse them out and then start cooking.
All right. In that case, go ahead and give me a we're going to do a cooking check. Yes, that's right. We're just making up checks as we go now.
Oh, yeah.
So I will allow you to roll a d20, and then as your choice, you can either use your culinary skills, your mastery of recipe and portions, to utilize your intelligence, or do it with a little bit of love, just like Mama used to do, and use wisdom.
Oh, definitely with love. Keelan does everything with love.
Okay. Cooking checks are now officially d20 with your wisdom modifier.
Brilliant. All right, that is a 14 on my love check.
Okay. With your cooking check at a 14,
Like a dating show.
you are able to... What did you say?
Sounds like a dating show.
Fair.
Welcome back to Love Check.
You gotta do love check time to time. As you kind of sit down and taste the ingredients, feeling the salt and savory and sweetness of the plethora of mushrooms, berries, and herbs. Adding a little bit of water from your water skin, you are able to begin to cook up a relatively beautiful vegan stew.
Nice. Presuming that I've still got my rations that I have on my character, I'll also crush up some of the dehydrated, like, mixed nuts and honey and stuff like that, and also sprinkle that in to rehydrate and add a little bit more of that sweetness to it as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Roll a d20 for me.
Yeah. That's a 12.
A 12. As you sit down and take probably about 45 minutes to an hour to fully flesh out this recipe, it seems very, very good. Better than what you expected from it. And the magic of the Portobello Province seems to encapsulate this strange mushroom stew that you've created. I'm going to say that... hold on, let me get some dice. While stews are very heavy and can make people very sleepy from time to time, upon waking up after eating this stew, each of you will receive 4 additional temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I
Love
would
that.
like to add, before we go to bed, I would like to bring Veya back to the camp and have us like a conscious. I just don't know how unconscious works. If they are unconscious, can I just wake them up? Is that a thing?
She is stabilized. So we will say by there's probably as Keelan finishes the stew, the time it takes him about 45 minutes to an hour. That Veya has probably come back to life, come back to reality, as they say.
Back, yeah.
Ugh. Did you bring me back before I woke up, or did I wake up?
I
And then
kind
you
of
brought me
pictured we would have woken up like where we fought. I would have like hung out there until you woke up.
back? Okay, that sounds
Yeah.
good to me. Oh my god.
Before we move on to that, Rune, what are you doing?
Rune's pretty much just sort of kicking dirt, being like kind of feeling lonely and like wondering like, oh, where's everybody? No one's hanging out with me. And then she remembers that she has Keelan's egg, and she'll be like, oh, and she'll go up to Keelan really seriously while he's cooking, and she'll say, Keelan,
Yes, Rune?
I have to tell you something.
No.
I'm really sorry, but I can't have your baby. And she'll hand the egg back over to Keelan.
The universe is very upset with this. You receive a dark card as well.
Yeah. Hey, it's Rune's choice.
As Keelan takes the egg back, he's kind of like looks at it, like, are you sure? Because I'm such a terrible dad.
Would Keelan also like a dark card at this moment?
Keelan will not. Keelan will continue cooking and make sure the egg is an appropriate distance from the fire.
Very good. I will remind everyone that this is a Christian Minecraft channel.
Yeah. Right.
Please keep it above board.
I'm just trying to
I
get by
mean-
as a single
16
dad,
pixels.
okay? Like, it's hard, okay?
Keelan, I know. I'll help out. I don't think I'm really responsible enough right now. I'll help out if you need help, but I think you should be the primary. We can talk about shared custody.
Rune,
What the
Keelan
fuck?
will stop. Keelan's gonna stop with the stew for a moment and then invite Rune to sit down next to him while the stew is boiling.
Moving on to the next scene.
Well, this is a good one. I promise.
I
Stout's
promise
honor.
I won't make any more baby jokes.
Keelan looks over at Rune and says, "Look, this whole thing has been, an experience. We're all learning. We're all figuring things out, But if there was one thing that you taught me, is that if we only do what we're capable of right now, then we're never going to be more than we are. You've come so far already. Don't say stuff like, you can't do this or you can't do that or you're not responsible. I mean, sure, maybe we've all made mistakes here and there, but you are going to be a phenomenal fortune teller without the cookies or with if you really must. You're going to be an incredible spellcaster once you keep your eyes open and don't shoot our alpaca.
That was a trust exercise, but okay.
And I think you have all the capabilities in this world to be the person I know you can be on this amazing adventure that we're on. And I'm happy to have you with us.
Oh, thanks, Keelan. That makes me feel a little better. I've been feeling a little, sort of like an outcast a little bit lately, although that stuff with Veya today was pretty cool. Can I tell you a secret?
You can, but first try this. And I'm going to put this in your mouth, and I'm going to, and I will listen to everything. I will sit here while I'm cooking and just have a nice conversation with Rune.
Well, do you want to hear the secret or no?
Yeah. I just want you to eat I just want you to try the food as
past
we're
that.
doing.
I was like, I
Black me.
yeah.
Well, that was an invitation if the GM wanted to fade to black, because I did kind of like rip it off him at the first point, but
Well, now I just feel awkward.
No, okay.
Over the
No,
trees,
I'm
you just
really
hear,
interested. I really want to know.
Rune.
I was fading to black because I didn't want 16 and expecting in my fucking game.
Okay, right. All right, then yes,
Dear
I am
God.
absolutely interested.
This
Tell
is
me-
an
tell me-
MTV, okay?
To be clear,
All right.
there's an egg.
None of us
Okay?
are
Closer to
16 also.
PBS.
All right. Yes. No. Tell me everything. I want to know your thing. Your deep sorted secrets.
No, just one. You know the cookies that I was using
I'm aware.
today to leave a trail so we didn't get lost, we could find our way back? Well, they don't actually have to be thrown in a particular way. I just said that because I wanted to bond with somebody today. And it worked. I think Veya really likes me now, and she didn't yesterday.
Veya's all right. Listen, Veya is she's Veya, and she might not be able to express it the same as everyone else, but I don't think she's ever not liked you, Rune. I mean, I don't think she not likes a lot of people. She just doesn't know how to express it in a tangible, non-angry, or semi-violent way. But here's the thing, if you asked me yesterday if I could imagine anyone being offered to ride Veya's back like she were a tiny furry pony, you best believe that I'd not think of a single person in all of in fact, in all of the Emerald Empire that I think would be brave enough to be jumping onto the back of that young lass. And yet, here you are. Someone who hasn't only done it, but actually was invited to do it. Twice. So, it must mean that you mean something to her.
Yeah, You're probably right. I'm just gonna try to stop screwing up all the time, and that should help too. And I'll be really nice, and I'm gonna kill everyone with kindness.
Oh, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Pause.
Really glad, yeah.
Very
there was a
glad
I'm
big
going
pause
to
there.
kill everyone.
Everyone.
That's-
That's
yeah.
the moment when Keelan just
That was the
froze.
most terrifying thing I've ever heard come out of Brandon's mouth.
That was
Still
some
do
fan
it.
service
It's
right
like,
there.
there's that villain arc we've all been waiting for.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely remember people talking about how Rune would absolutely murder people. I
Right,
think-
that's why I thought it'd be funny. Add the pause.
It's a thin
Right.
line between
Yeah,
befriending and beheading.
yeah. Yeah. But look, and don't worry about the screw ups as much. You know, we all screw up. I've screwed up. You know, everyone does. That's what makes us better. You know, if we were perfect the whole way through all our lives, you know, we'd never get any better because we'd be where we need to be, and that's kind of boring, isn't it?
Well, Keelan, then why didn't you like my pal triangle drawing?
Well, why do you think it's the first thing on my wall? I was just having a go, you know, but it commemorated my first steps into this new life. And it came from one of my closest friends. I mean, of course I value it.
Okay.
I mean, I might tease, but, you know, you're really important to me, Rune.
Ah, thanks. You're important to me too. All of you are.
I'll lean a little bit on Rune, like kind of like just with that, you know, that kind of like cat lean, like the.
Berrick is taking a standing up alpaca shit, by the way.
That's.
He's 10 feet away from you both.
That's how he expresses his love.
I feel like Berrick would really enjoy pooping as different animals.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing
Anywho,
now.
as the scene fades away back to Al and Veya, Al spends some time trying to comfort and make Veya as comfortable as possible. Not long after, Veya seems to begin to open her eyes.
Where am I? No, I know where I am. Wait. She kind of looks, knowing that she did not fall asleep leaning against a tree.
Yeah.
God,
I would be
damn it.
like beside you leaning against the same tree at this point, sort of half dozed off.
I lost, didn't I?
I mean, you did this, and he's gonna like take back his arm, and there's gonna be a big slash going across his arm. I should have gave you a training sword first.
That's not even the same thing. I'm the one who woke up dead against a tree. At least you're here, and you even made a fire for me. Damn it.
Dead. I mean, I'm sure you had your second wind ready. You just didn't get a chance to, really dig deep.
No.
Look, Veya, it's a different fight. I don't fight the same way as you, but it got me thinking on some things that we could make. So, when you do come up against someone who fights like me, you'd be able to stomp him into the ground. There was a few times I was terrified.
I didn't think you'd be able to stomp me into the ground, but apparently, I did eat dirt. I actually literally ate dirt. I can taste it on my tongue. I fell face first, didn't I? You stabbed me in the back. Ugh.
It was not only the first time I was trying to lean you up against the tree, and I might have dropped you a few times. Sorry about that. But that's not the point. I really think you got something. Yeah.
No, this is embarrassing. What are you talking about? I've been talking up a whole big game. I even told Keelan that it's important to show that you're the best and it's all about freaking competition. And then you come over here and you just destroy me. I literally ate dirt.
Can I tell you something? It's not like something I really mention a lot, but I got a sibling. Older.
What?
Yeah, I mean, we go way back. We grew up together. Constantly used to stomp me into the ground. I didn't even have a chance. They would just, when you asked me before, Al, could you go ahead and just surprise attack me? It kind of just made me think of home a little bit. So it was nice to do, but I've been doing this for a while, Veya. This isn't my first kind of rodeo on this sort of thing. But, if I learned as fast as you learned, I would have had them beat years ago. I still can't beat them.
Well, I still can't beat you. You demolished me. And then at one point you completely disappeared.
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping that a little to myself a little bit. It's pretty cool. And then you kind of just see him like, and then he kind of appears on the other side of you. And he's like, eh? I just started being able to do it after my arm did the glowing stuff.
I really underestimated you, didn't I?
Well, I just think maybe it's about maybe knowing the different types of fights you're going into, you know?
Oh, I mean, I know there's magic. I mean, we see stupid alpaca boy over there and fortune cookie girl, right? Like I've seen magic before. I know he poops everywhere. Did you see he was even pooping during the fight? I'm surprised he didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
No. Just part of being a good fighter is knowing your opponents, so that way you know the best way to take them down. And I thought I knew you. I thought I could take you down.
I guess maybe on my side of things, part of always being the opponent is to never let anybody truly know you.
But you're not really my opponent, are you?
No. I would never. This time, I mean, yeah, it was fun. If you ever ask me, I'm down. I love mixing it up, you know?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I
no.
love a good spar. That's fun. But how come I don't really know you? I didn't even know you had a sibling. I didn't even know you liked sparring. Well, it sounds like your sibling was a bit of an ass for beating you down that often. But if that's something, we could have been sparring all the time.
Yeah, that's something I love doing. And normally I don't normally win, so hey, you know, thanks for that.
Please don't tell
sorry,
me.
Sorry. Yes, sorry, I'm a little excited. But yeah, Veya, I keep things close to my chest because the more I would tell you guys, the more that you would have to look over your shoulders like I do. And it's not something I want for you now. And maybe it's something later on that I'll open up a bit more, but
Oh, come
for
on.
now,
That seems like such a shortcut. You know I love fights. You know I love looking for those things. And I don't have very tall shoulders, so it's not that hard to look over anyway. And I always have one ear that's slightly flipped back so I can keep an eye out for that. That's not fair.
All right, how about I meet you in the middle? Let me just say that at some point, I don't know when, but after that weird crone in the woods, I keep getting the feeling it's going to happen soon. I think people might show up looking for me. And when they do, I might need your help to protect me.
Well, of course I'm going to do that. Plus, now I'm better prepared. How about this? You may not feel comfortable telling me more information, but what if we make a game out of it? Every time I beat you, you have to tell me more.
Okay. And every time I beat you,
God, I don't have a lot to offer.
You gotta make sure you think of an excuse for me to not eat Keelan's cooking.
Deal. I can do that.
All right, deal.
It is
I'm
pretty.
into that.
He's creative. I'll give him that, but.
Yeah, he's working on it. I just don't want to be the guinea pig, you know? I was gonna stand up and then reach his hand down to you to help you up.
Thank you. You don't really have to owe me this kindness, you know. You could go back gloating, and I know all of them would certainly get a kick out of the idea that I lost.
No, Veya, look. I don't look at it as win or lose.
I do.
If anything, look at it as turn one in a game of checkers, you know? You got turn two, so who knows what's coming next for me. This game ain't over until one of us is down under.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, I'm sorry for underestimating you and for not getting to know you better. That's not nice of me.
And I'm sorry for shooting you in the back and also maybe dropping you in the dirt a few times.
Okay, that was actually pretty cool if it weren't me. Like, if you were doing that to Berrick, I would have loved it. So, I get it.
Hey, maybe I should, but I didn't want to, after the whole butt incident.
I know.
But, hey, maybe we'll work on getting something together. I think we can prank them pretty good.
That's probably true. Oh. I like where you're thinking. And she kind of gets a sly smile across her face. All right, just help me up and I'll go taste test Keelan's food for you first.
Hey, when we go back, Al's going to roll up his sleeve and the big slash on his arm. He's gonna be like, it's so crazy that you were able to kick my ass like that.
Now you're just being nice.
Hey.
That's gonna heal. Rune could probably just give you one fortune cookie and that'll be gone in an instant. This shame will live with me for the rest of my life.
Not if the gang doesn't know about it.
I owe you a lot. She'll drag her feet up.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I walk back towards camp.
As the two of you gingerly make your way back towards the rest of the group, feeling a little bit closer than you did not even an hour ago. You find your friends sitting around the campfire as Keelan is just finishing up his stew. You see Berrick laid out in alpaca form with a small Minnie still resting and snoring on his back. You spend the rest of the evening telling strange stories to one another. Some true, some not. And enjoying each other's company. And as the night comes to an end, Frog returns. He lets you all know that he'll keep watch for the evening, so you can all properly rest. And as you find your places around the campfire, spreading out your bedrolls, you all, even in this strange land, where nothing seems to be going right, you find comfort in the family that you've created together. Each of you find rest this evening, comfortably. And as you dream your dreams of many dreams, there's one commonality between all of them. At one point, somehow, some way, all at almost the exact same time, within your dreams, you hear a tiny giggle. But that, my friends, is going to be a story for another day.
Oh, no!
If chat triggers an oopsie now, can they again trigger one next week so we're double stacking oopsies?
We might. They've already triggered one for tonight, so it's only one per evening. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds, Al?
Thanks, chat.
Yeah.
With that said, that's where we are going to wrap up for the evening. To all those who have followed along during this time, thank you so much for joining the Tripper fam. We promise we're not a cult, although we do absolutely love our robes and our Kool-Aid.
Praise the eclipse.
You're already fired. And to all those adventurers out there, whether you find yourself in a strange land, unsure of what trials and tribulations, dangers, and triumphs, or potentially finding yourself in a little bit of a sparring session with another friend who just might make you feel a little bit closer by the end, I beg you all, one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Love all your faces. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.